Good day and welcome to Blocktalk. This is a new podcast we're going to try out. My name is Josh. I'm joined by Luke, Corey, and Maxxz. Guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm an engineer at Roblox.
I'm Corey, also known as Nexx. I am a game developer on Roblox, and I'm also currently a web intern at Roblox.
Hey, I'm Maxxz. This is my 9th year on Roblox. I'm the Roblox YouTube game reviewer, and for some reason they asked me to be on the show, so I'm here.
Yeah, it was like a random, last minute thing, I think.
Yep. I'm happy to be here, though. This is cool.
Yeah. Actually, it was the time I met you, I was like after seeing you for the first time here,
Yeah.
I was like, you should join the podcast. And then now you're here. So.
Cool. Did you guys say your usernames?
I don't think I did. I'm Stickmasterluke. I know you said Nexx.
Yeah,
Corey's Nexx.
And I'm Maxxz, M-A-X-X-Z.
Maxxz, and I am Defaultio.
I thought it was Defaultio.
You're wrong.
You're just wrong, Max.
Well, I mean, I pronounce everybody's username wrong anyway. Everybody in the HQ hates me for it, so it's fine.
No problem. Yeah, thank you for joining us. This is a podcast we're trying out all about Roblox and Robloxy things. I'm currently in Maryland. These other three guys are in California.
Live from the Roblox HQ.
We're just three people that we met randomly on the internet, and now we're here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so we're Skyping. If this goes well and we have other shows, then we'll also do some live shows all in person, and those should be even
rad.
funner.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about doing that. I'm going to come out to California like a week before RDC.
Oh, awesome.
To hang out with some other friends in San Francisco, and I also...
And not hang out with us at all.
Wow.
No, you guys do.
He brought it up
and then
for
we
no
can
reason
do...
other than talk about his other friends.
We can do a show while we're there, and then also, if I'm sure people would be down to do a show with RDC people, other developers. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jump into it. First thing we're going to talk about is updates of different sorts to Roblox, the platform. So we got Meshparts new feature coming in like 2 weeks ago or something.
Right, yeah. Meshparts are pretty crazy. I feel like they're a whole new level, because people have been asking for uploadable meshes for forever. And there used to be hacks back in the day.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't we have Meshparts at some point?
Well, not Meshparts, but there were hacks to upload your own mesh and somehow upload it as a decal. Did anyone remember that? No?
I was probably around for that.
Yeah.
It was 2007 or 2008.
Yeah, exactly. It was old.
I was probably in middle school still, so I probably didn't care.
But it was
At that
funny.
point, I was just like, what? What's a mesh?
No, yeah, exactly. But it was funny because back then, people were just uploading meshes that they found on the internet.
Yeah.
So it was just characters and T-pose walking around, just solid meshes like this.
So what they do right now?
Yeah, it's
pretty much
day one.
It's
day one. So
what's happening right now?
T-pose SpongeBob's and I don't know.
T-posing SpongeBob.
And then at some point, all of those just got removed. They just wiped all of them, right?
So.
So.
What happened was they weren't uploaded legitimately. I don't know how it was taken care of, but I don't think it was actually difficult. I think it was programmatically done.
Right. Yeah.
Did you see
yeah,
that? Sorry, what was that?
I was gonna say that's definitely one of those steps that, similar to lighting or the GUI update a while ago, one of those things that just has to happen in order for Roblox to really become a credible development engine.
I think it opens up the doors for what can be made within Roblox and what can be done within Roblox, just wide open.
And I think it would also be interesting if people could make meshes within Roblox.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really cool.
Well, I mean, we do have CSG,
Yeah,
right?
Well, we've got CSG.
We can kind of do that already.
Kind of, right.
It's not to the fidelity. I think that's why I think what happened was CSG came out, and that was our solution to the needs and concerns of people wanting to make meshes.
Uh-huh.
And we realized, this is great, but and that's great for geometry, but you couldn't get the level of detail that you get with meshes. And so,
yeah, funny story. I actually had this bright idea last year at RDC East. I met Dave, aka Builderman. I said, "Hey, Dave, this is something I had in my head since 2007." And I said, "Hey, it would be really cool if we could take a brick and then take another brick, make it negative, and then put it into another brick and like slice through stuff. And he was like, yeah, we've been working on that already. And I was like, I thought it was being so original. That's crazy.
Nice.
But
that
yeah,
means
CSG
you
is
were
really
on
cool.
the right track.
some people actually don't like the mesh parts because it's taken away from the blocky aesthetic, I think.
I feel
Yeah,
that a
that's
little bit.
something I wanted to talk about.
Roblox
like-
is a... Yeah, go ahead.
The whole balance between like the Roblox aesthetic and meshes bringing in a whole new level to things. I think that at this point, like nobody really has the resources to do the kind of asset management necessary to do a full like traditional style game with all meshes and just everything.
Well, we can't pretend
So it'll be a
like-
challenge to mix in existing blocks and meshes until we have people that get there.
Well, we can't pretend like the sort of smooth, not so blocky aesthetic has been dwindling over the years. I mean, it certainly has. Think about the blocky original terrain, and then think about smooth terrain that's recently come out, and think about all that other kind of stuff. So, do you think there's going to be a point in future where everything in Roblox will be all meshes?
I don't think everything, because I see it like when I'm making a game, there's different styles you can go for, and right now we've just been locked to the blocky style or like a detailed, like the level of detail within it can change, but it's always been blocky. And then with smooth terrain coming out, like it was hard to match it sometimes. Like you'd have to start using decals to get like nice looking textures to match it. And then I think now the next step is meshes, and so you will see games that are like all meshes, and you will still see games that are all blocks.
Right. I mean, row blocks.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't get rid of the blocks.
It's going to be called like row mesh now. It's over. The time of blocks is over.
GG, well played.
Yeah.
So I think Crazy Man 32 started a thread about this on the dev forum. There's an inclination to be concerned about that, like a unified aesthetic will be compromised. Like, how are people going to have games that look like consistent in style with having both blocks and meshes? Which is an interesting question, but I think ultimately it's really up to the developer if they want to make their game look bad or not, and they'll.
Yeah.
Like, we should just trust the developer to have the sensibility to make that decision.
Roblox just
and not
opened up an
to-
option. Like nothing was taken away, nothing was actually changed.
Yeah. And I totally agree. Like,
I think
just give them the
there's
tools.
just some fear.
and
Yeah, there's a
will happen.
less unified aesthetic, but I think that's what Roblox really needs, because I don't want Roblox to be a game. I want Roblox to be a game platform where you can find what you're interested in, whether it be a super high detailed simulator of some kind or some blocky just gamified building game. I don't know.
Right.
I think there's
even the fact that you are able to have a non-unified aesthetic now is like revealing that things are going in a good direction, because there's enough fidelity in the ability to build stuff that you can make it look bad is a good sign that you can make it look good too.
Well, I think there's sort of a stigma with Roblox games. Like, a lot of games you play, it kind of looks, it's supposed to look like Roblox.
Yeah.
And then you play games like Cube Cavern that don't even look like Roblox. And it's like, whoa, I didn't even know this was Roblox for a minute.
Exactly.
We're definitely going to start seeing more of that as we move.
Yeah, and I think another thing that kind of is showing that is the R15 update that's also slightly on its way out.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's in beta. The R15, yeah. The R15. I'm working on the team here at Roblox that's working on it, and so yeah, it's out right now, but it's still, all the joints are still being finalized. I don't know if it's only beta users that are able to use it right now, or like enable it for the game.
Beta users are the only ones that can use it, but if they're using it in their game, then any user can see obviously that.
And the animations and everything look really cool, but any work you do at this moment, I think, might change because the joints might move.
And I've only heard about R15 like 2 days ago, so I'm not sure what.
Have you seen it?
I haven't even
It's just
seen
a character
it.
with more joints.
How have you not seen it?
I don't work here.
I don't know.
I know.
I work upstairs. I work upstairs. I work upstairs with marketing. I don't know if you guys do that.
Well, he works upstairs. I'm second floor.
Yeah, you're the second floor group, but
from what I heard, it sounds like it's really cool.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
I've seen some really cool characters on Twitter using R15 with armor and stuff.
Yeah. And I am working on something that I'm like experimenting with R15, and going from R15 and then playing another game that's just the regular R6, like it's like you can't do that anymore. Like R15 just makes it so much better, where they're much more animated and alive. So when you go back to R6, it's like stupid, blocky, like not as like happy and movement and stuff.
Right.
I say we go back to R2005 or R5 or whatever, and go back to where the
R1.
arms didn't even sway or the legs didn't even move. Like,
Yeah,
totally
yeah, no.
retro, man. I guess you could program that in your game if you wanted
just
to.
a
I mean,
rigid
Yeah, it's
body.
called breaking your game.
exactly.
Yeah. So because it sounds like you don't know, but the R stands for Roblox. 15 is joint. Or
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's the number of rotations.
15
Oh, I
joints.
thought it was the year.
No, it's not the year.
Okay.
So
like
what you're
R0.
saying
So
would
no,
be
R0.
zero.
No, there's the
joints.
R6, which is what we're naming the current character, which is 6 parts and 6 joints. And then, well, actually, I think there's 7 if you include the invisible humanoid root part. And then there are 15 joints on the new one. So it's hands, elbows, shoulders. There's 2 parts for the torso, upper legs, lower legs, and feet, and the head.
It's crazy.
Cool. We're gonna get shoes now.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wish.
Well, that's the cool thing is like you'll start getting equipment that doesn't just stick on your head.
Shoes
right?
on blocky
You'll get a
people.
cape that's actually on your back. You'll get some that like goes on your arm. Maybe a bat. I don't know. Shoes.
Haven't they already started? Have
Yes.
they already started implementing that?
Actually, I started implementing that a little
different
bit
attachment styles.
Yeah, we use attachments, and so there's
Uh-huh.
different attach points that are on the R15. Again, those are being moved around at the moment, but those are once we get it fully finalized, we will update
So
every
like
single hat on
ties
Roblox.
and shoulder animals will make sense.
What will?
So different hats like ties and shoulder
Absolutely,
animals
yeah.
and wings,
Yeah, yeah.
etc.
You'll have a tie that's actually locked on your chest instead of your head. So when you like look up in the sky, your torso doesn't, or your tie
Your
doesn't.
tie shoots
Yeah.
out like
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I started working on that, or I had worked it. It's the code is there, so you can actually work with attachments and accessories. They're called accessories instead of hats because hats go on your head and
Yeah.
accessories are everything.
Oh really?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Luke, really.
Yeah, accessories. So yeah.
One of the things people don't like about R15 that I see a lot is the cracks between the joints when the waist joints, how when your torso twists, you get this crack. When your elbow moves,
Yeah.
there's a crack in
So,
your arm.
I can talk about this as well. Well, I can talk about most of R15 because I'm on the team with it. But yeah, that's because you're looking at the package that is trying to emulate the R6, which is like blocks.
Right.
You're trying to make it look exactly like that one. And so yeah, you do see those cuts and slits on the arms and stuff. And for the most part, they don't look too bad. Like the knees and elbows are smoothed out, and those actually look really good. But what's going to be amazing though is like people aren't going to even notice on packages that are like meshes.
Right.
It looks so good. It looks like any top tier AAA game.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I think Clone Trooper made a post on the Dead Forum too, where he was doing that with. He actually made intermediate, like kneecap and elbow cap parts.
Yeah.
To fill in those gaps.
Nice.
That was interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Is that's not what you guys are doing with the packages though? You're just having parts that extend out.
Well, we make the meshes so that they look like they have a kneecap, and so when you
Right. So when you
animate
bend the
it,
knee,
it still looks. I don't know. It looks how it
right.
should.
I see what you're saying. Nice.
I was gonna bring up the custom gravity. I don't actually know too much about it, but if you guys,
I haven't messed with it, but I do know that we do now have custom gravity that you can edit.
I thought it wasn't enabled yet.
Oh yeah.
Is it actually? Does it work?
I don't know if it's enabled. I've heard about it. So I heard that you can change gravity in a scale kind of way. So gravity used to always be at
Whatever
Whatever
what's
it used to be
that gravity number.
196.2.
That.
yeah.
Whatever you said.
So that's what you have to do to compensate gravity. That's not like the acceleration. But anyways, you used to have to do that to compensate gravity, and it's like super annoying. And
Yeah.
so if you want to make a game where you're on the moon or what
In
bothers
space.
me and what had bothered me until gravity is that all Roblox games had their gravity so accelerated and fast that it felt like you're a toy. So when you play a game like Halo, sure you're on like a alien planet, but when you go off a jump, or in GTA or anything, when you go off a jump, you actually do have a lot more airtime than you would in Roblox. In Roblox, it's like super fast. You go off a jump, and it's
true.
cool, but it's not as cool as it could be because you just go off the ramp and like come down super
Fall
fast.
immediately.
I mean, that's what it would be like in real life for sure, though. But I think games like Halo and stuff, they do that because
exaggerate
it's
it,
more
it's-
exciting
yeah.
and fun, probably.
No, for Halo's on a different planet, or different
okay,
planets.
yeah,
No,
but-
but GTA, I think
Yeah.
they have realistic gravity.
The gravity on cars, though?
I don't know about cars. No, I think it's
Like, where
because
they,
of
like,
scale.
go up in the air and they're just, like, flying, like...
Fun fact, though, somebody actually did a gravity test in Grand Theft Auto. I think it was Grand Theft Auto 4.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a player right next to a car, and the car fell faster than the player. And they were just like,
Wait.
what? That's not right.
Oh, wait, that's wrong? Oh, because of how, like...
I don't know. I do know that.
I
they
don't know
have
how
custom-
physics works,
they have
guys,
custom-
okay?
Well,
It all accelerates at the same rate.
yeah.
Oh,
So I do know that
supposed
they
to.
have custom physics for their vehicles.
Yeah.
But the thing is that gravity on Roblox is faster than actual gravity. So when you jump out off a ramp with a car, in real life, you would have a lot more airtime than you would in Roblox.
Unless you're playing
Yeah, I heard.
something like...
I heard they said the scale is something like if it were a real world gravity, then the characters would be 6 inches high or
I
something.
think it's 8 centimeters, 6
inches.
inches. That sounds right.
Huh.
I heard it from Keith, so I believe it.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about this color sequence thing as well? Because I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
I
Color
don't either.
sequence.
It's worth noting.
Yeah. So I can talk about it if.
Sure.
Sure. So yeah, particles on Roblox, they have all these different sequence things, so you can graph out how the transparency works over a distance amount of time.
When did this come out? Did this come out with the most recent update? Maybe that's why
I
I don't
saw
know.
it last night.
Is that
I
the one
just
where it has
saw it
like
on
the
the forum.
Bezier curve thing that you can edit the colors, or am I thinking of something?
Bezier curve. I don't
I
think
think
it had
thinking
curves.
of the
I think it was just
transparency
linear graphs.
editor.
Oh,
But it was really nice because you could actually have your particles change between different colors instead of being the same color. Or one, it was one to another color before. I can't
Yeah, you
remember.
could change it between 2 colors.
Yeah, and
That
now
was
you can have it go between any number of colors and in any time dilation.
well, that's cool.
So, like, if you have an explosion, you could start it hot white and then have it go out to yellow, then red, and then come back to, like, black as it smokes out,
Absolutely. Yep.
which is cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Um,
gives. What?
You alright?
Awkward silence.
Sorry, I had a middle like an aneurysm.
Speaking
there.
of not being able to talk,
but do we want to talk about the chat filter now? Speaking of
Yeah.
chat filter and me like blanking out right there, see that's real life hashing, you know. So when
Roblox is trying a new chat filter system, and it hasn't been going super great.
Hasn't that been going on for a while, though?
I don't know.
No,
I think we've been messing around with it.
we have like a really new system. I think we just put in place like
Yeah.
in like a week ago or so.
I mean, somebody sent me a message on Roblox, and I rarely look at my messages, but I just decided to open it, and they were like, if you don't, and then hashtag, if you don't, I'm going to take a knife and with my, and I'm reading this, I'm like,
Make a
what?
sandwich.
I'm just like, WTH, what is going on with this message? I could not, in a
And
million
then he didn't hear
years.
any of that. He just hears hashtags back.
I mean, all I just saw was hashtags, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do with that knife, dude? What are you threatening me? Should I report you?
Yeah, like how do you even know?
Seriously.
No, but the filter handles all that, right?
But they're even like filtering out like crazy stuff like simple words.
Yeah.
So
we
the
had come
problem
out
is
with-
it's over filtering.
we had recently implemented a new filter. I don't know who with, and I don't know if we're even allowed to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know how much we can talk about that, but like we can talk about like
No, even that we're using a new filter versus
people know. I think.
We could just go back to the
We've
old
just always been
days.
updating it.
Where you use Safe Chat and be like, use the chat menu to talk to me. Use
Oh
the
my
chat
God.
menu to
Welcome
talk
to
me.
my
Hello.
barbecue.
Use the chat
Friend.
menu to talk to me.
Friend,
Oh yeah, I missed the chat menu. Those were the good old days.
the
Yeah.
commands are still in.
Back when you had a green cylinder around your giant
Duh.
cursor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there was circular
Dude,
stuff.
2008
Oh my
was the
God.
best. I don't even know.
I'm
who-
talking about 2007, but whatever.
Oh,
Shots fired.
nah. I think we can all agree this year is the worst year of. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah.
No, 2008 was so much better. No, just kidding.
Things are getting worse. We'd roll back. I love everything that's come out.
Yeah.
Everything.
Honestly,
I
when
like all the
people
changes.
say, let's go back to old Roblox is better.
I'm
I think-
nostalgic. I can understand.
I'm
They're-
nostalgic
they're
too,
wearing
but that is
rose-tinted
a
glasses.
Yeah, but it's a huge insult to all the people who put in countless hours
Yeah.
of work to
Absolutely.
make the game
Yeah.
what it is for something that they've romanticized that was back in whatever, yesteryear. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much an insult to everyone that develops on the platform and and people that work at Roblox as well. But,
Yeah.
It's only getting better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're growing. We're getting pretty big. Like today, there was like 10,000 people in the #1 game. That might have been bots, but I'm not sure.
No way. No way. It's
No, that
repeat.
sounds very possible.
There's no way it's
My
bots.
game had 12,000 when it was first out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's on the weekends. It's regularly you see like over 10,000 people in one game. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. I remember when there was one game that had over 1,000, like
Back
and barely.
with-
I remember I was looking through my images on one of my old computers, and I had a screenshot of the homepage or the games page of Roblox, and
Yeah.
my game was like #1 with 64
Ooh.
people.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, yeah. And
Nice.
I have no idea how old it was though, but I remember.
I have
looking
a
it up.
really vague memory of sometime like when I first started and I had no idea what was going on, like 2007, probably December or November, late. Like one of my games, I was just messing around with like physics and making like little machines and things. I think it got on the front page and people were just in it, but like it wasn't. It was probably like 20 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
It's-
weird.
I can say I did enjoy that a little bit more about the old Roblox. Was that the community was smaller and like you can't change that. Like we didn't plan
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
but the community was smaller, so you could be working on something and people would like wander into your game.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, my all-time player visit or place visit count is 8,247, and I've never had an actual game on the front page. That's why I review them. I play them. I don't actually build them. But I do remember when Mike D's Ultimate Paintball was on the front page, and it was
Nice.
like,
Every
awesome.
day.
Yeah, I remember that game was like the best back then. But now, like,
That was it.
It's
Now-
still- it's,
yeah, but today there's so many like more in-depth games. I
absolutely.
think.
Well, it's funny because like if that had come up right now, like if someone had just made that, I'd be like, all right, you know how to program a little bit.
no, it
You're
wasn't-
starting to. But I remember at the time, like that was like the top tier game.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
It was.
Speaking of that,
AAA.
like, have you guys been playing any recent games that are from this era? I guess, or like,
Yeah, well, I
back
heard
then?
I heard Osimo. He had a kind of like a launch for his Buena Vista
Yeah, his new
showcase.
showcase.
So he's
Yeah.
working, I think from what I read on Twitter, he had worked on that for like 6 months or so, and I remember seeing pictures and
I've
stuff.
seen screenshots. I feel like I've been seeing screenshots from like that living room for like
yeah?
over a year. I don't
yeah,
know.
honestly,
Maybe longer. I didn't just drawing 6 months. I can't remember how long.
Man,
But,
that guy has some serious skill
Yeah.
Yeah,
to do stuff like that.
Well, what I think really impressed me about everything that he makes is that he maximizes the like atmosphere. So like like a lot of people can build detail, but I think what he does is actually brings all the detail together in like an atmosphere that feels proper and feels right. All the lighting, all the sounds, just particles, just everything matches perfectly. And it's like a style atmosphere thing that just works.
Oh.
yeah, every little detail.
At least that's what I saw when I visited Buena Vista.
Have you seen Buena Vista, Max?
I think I've seen screenshots.
You
of
haven't
it.
actually
I don't
gone
think
to it
I've
yet?
been into it.
Yeah,
no.
it's really cool. It's definitely a place to check out, and all of his showcases are really awesome.
Yeah, he's
All
really
of
good
them.
at like.
Asimo? How do you say his name?
I have no idea, honestly.
It's named after the robot, right? Hana's
Oh, yeah.
Asimo.
Oh, yeah.
Is that-
Asimo.
So it is Osimo. So
I
it's
don't know.
Osimo?
I heard somebody else say Asimo. I mean, that's
Yeah,
probably how I would
I think
say
that's
it.
how I say it. I think I say it.
That's how I
usually.
say it in my head.
Yeah, Asimo.
Asimo.
I think that's what I say it, like
I say
Asimo.
Osimo. I don't know.
I say Asimo.
You're probably right.
When I
That's probably
reviewed his
right
games,
way.
I was always like Asimo 3089.
It's probably
That's
the
what
right
I
way to
said,
say
so I don't know.
Osimo. It sounds like a robotics company name or something.
Well,
But-
Asimo is a
Yes.
robot, but maybe
Yeah, well, that's what I was bringing up. I was
Okay.
like,
yeah.
I like how he puts a lot of like his showcases aren't just showcases. He puts game elements into them.
Yeah.
Like find the things, unlock the things. I think in Buena Vista, in order to even get access to the entire showcase, you have to unlock a door and find the combination, and
I remember that.
like there's a progression to it.
really?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like walked around for a little while, and it was like, this is cool, and then like left.
Yeah.
No, that's what I
Can't get to
expect
the
from
backyard
builders.
unless you
Yeah.
open the garage
Well,
door.
I know he usually puts little secrets in there, but
No, it's not a
was like,
secret. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like this is it's an actual game. Like most builders will build a showcase and it's really cool and you'll walk around. Yeah. This one you actually there's stuff to do, there's badges to get, and they just kind of lead you towards opening all the doors, getting inside, and going in to different parts and finding keys to open up other stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
It's discovery based.
Yeah.
Also,
Which,
I like the pool. The pool is pretty cool because you jump in the pool and there's a badge for like doing laps.
Are you
in, like,
serious?
a certain amount of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? I gotta
I
go
tried
back there.
that.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
going there
pretty
like
cool.
right after this.
Make your Roblox player athletic. Just jump in the pool in game and do laps.
At this point, I feel like he could almost make like a mini games place out of it or something. Like that was I had fun doing the laps, even though it was just for a badge. It's tedious work, but it was still kind of fun.
It's like playing The Sims and telling your sim to get on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting on your computer, just like, okay.
Just watching.
This is the life I want to have on my computer screen.
Just watching it.
For me, it's like this is a house I want to have.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
it's a nice house. Maybe it's modeled off of his. Like, where did he just like come up with that house?
I
Like,
don't.
I wonder if
it might be
does-
a modern. It might be a real modern house. It's very modern.
Yeah, I wonder if he like designed the like blueprint for the house
Yeah.
himself, or if he like actually
I don't know.
found a house that was like that and just rebuilt it in Roblox. But
Speaking of houses, what about tree houses?
ooh,
Treehouse Tycoon?
houses.
Treehouse Tycoon. I reviewed that last week, and when I first played it, it had 3,000 glorious hits. And
what is that now?
That's like nothing.
I know, and I was like, oh my
39,000.
gosh.
You're a pioneer.
I'm the pioneer. Yeah, I'm the first person to play. Oh my gosh. And I have a track record for reviewing games prematurely, but that's another story. And 2 hours later, after I saw it was at 15,000, I was like, oh my gosh, this
You
is
made it
crazy. Right. And it's great to see, I'm repeating myself, but it's great to see Roblox developers harnessing the new features and taking a classic genre just like Tycoon and making it new and modern for
It
2016.
was so AAA. I think what I liked about it were just every little thing had a sound. All the menus looked perfectly in sync with the aesthetic of the actual game.
Yeah.
All the UI was just like nice, polished, beveled, beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Tycoon.
It has excellent onboarding.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's
Oh yeah,
not hard to figure
It's
out
not
what's
like
going
wander
on.
around.
Right, it gives you like the directional arrows
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything, and it just takes you through it, which many Roblox games I've played in the past don't do that. They just put you in the game and expect you
No.
to know what you're doing.
That's like the biggest thing that makes a game.
Yes.
Right there is like, and so few games do it.
yes.
Now not to be like the devil's advocate here, but
Do it.
it's still a Tycoon game, and I find some of it to still be a little slow.
It's tedious. Like maybe it's not your
yeah.
thing.
I mean, I guess that's what a Tycoon game
Well,
is.
what
right?
I enjoyed about it was like there were two. How much did you play it?
I played till I got to like the third floor of my treehouse.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So no, okay. Then you kind of got the depth of the game.
Yeah.
So the game, it has two different kind of phases to it, and that's like one which is like the sit around and wait and then build.
Yeah.
And that's so you have these machines on your treehouse, which actually makes it feel like a tree factory, but whatever. And then, but then there's also going and exploring the world and picking up all these different fruits to sell for.
Yeah.
Like there's two currencies, and you need both for doing different things in it.
Gee, that reminds me of something.
Oh yeah. What? Oh.
Like Robux and tickets, two
Yeah.
currencies. But yeah, there is waiting around, but I think that comes with every Tycoon. I mean, even
yeah,
But you
retail.
can
It's
still
still
go
Tycoon.
around though. Like while you're
Yeah,
waiting, you
true.
can just go around and do other stuff.
But it takes forever to like, because one of the
Yeah.
when you get to the second floor, you have to get oranges to get unlock
Yeah.
like the next Tycoon.
you wouldn't have ever
maker
gone out for
generator.
oranges though.
Yeah, but like it's so far away, and it's like it's like you have to do this to like progress, and I'm
You
like
can
I
get a
really
buggy?
don't want to.
You didn't get a buggy? You walked all the way over there?
What? Don't you have to pay for the buggy? It's like 100 gold or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. No, I don't. I don't. I
You
wasn't
pick
gonna.
the apples, you get the buggy, you go get oranges.
I wasn't gonna pick apples all day. Okay.
Dude, it's actually fun. There's a mine in there, and you go pick fruit that are actually crystals, which doesn't make sense, but it's cool.
When I go to a Tycoon game, I expect to idle, minimize it. Do
you
other
just said you
stuff.
didn't like that.
No, I'm just saying it's like one of those games where like,
right.
I used to put like a heavyweight or like a paperweight on my space bar so my character would keep
Yeah.
jumping so I could leave it idle for like 2 hours and just collect all the money.
Yeah.
But something that made me mad in Treehouse Tycoon is you only could put like 3 of a certain harvester.
Oh, yeah.
You can't keep putting them and
Yeah.
you can't keep getting those.
Yeah, so you have to like they force you to like.
To be honest, if that wasn't there, I probably would have 100
Exactly.
I wouldn't even go to like the second floor. I'd be staying on like the first floor.
But even games like Retail Tycoon,
Oh, yeah.
if you've played that,
Retail
that's
Tycoon
pretty cool.
is a tycoon where it isn't just waiting around.
It's
I feel like.
creativity. I like it because you feel like you're not. It's not even creativity. It's like personal advancement, personal progression, personal business.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're making something yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can customize the colors and add a custom sign and everything.
Have you seen the recent update where?
With janitors.
Well, yeah, that, and then you actually have.
I was excited about janitors.
You have a you have a customer rating system. So like, if you don't have enough janitors cleaning the place, people will think it's too dirty.
Oh,
and, like,
jeez.
Well,
yeah,
that's kind
it's
of nice
super
because it's like a
in-depth.
tip, right?
Yeah, and it's like you actually have to like, and then there's also decoration. So if it's not like nice enough looking, they won't. Yeah, it's just cool. It gives you like more stuff to do. Like, oh, I need to move this stuff around to make it more pleasing to the
Well,
customer.
when you said customer rating system, I thought like the player could actually rate the customer. So if somebody comes in and throws up on the floor or something, you'd be like, no, I don't want them coming back to my store.
0 stars.
Sorry, it's the other way around.
Like
the customers rate your store.
Crap, so they're going to be like, I'm going to leave a bad Yelp review.
Pretty much. But yeah, Retail Tycoon I think kind of also is one that
It's great. It's great.
pushes away from what you expect a tycoon to be on Roblox.
I mean, I think tycoons in general are just a very successful genre, and like back in Roblox, like you could see it, and they're small and they're like
They've been
really
around
rough,
forever.
but they're really starting to get polished at this point with
yeah.
with Treehouse Tycoon and
Definitely
Retail.
come a long way from waiting around, pushing a button. Oh, we get this conveyor belt,
Yeah.
and then we'll push another button, make that conveyor belt faster, and
Yeah,
push
I
another
mean-
button.
I mean, we still see those too.
You still see them,
Yeah.
but they're also mixing in other elements of like combat, so like you can get swords and weapon unlockers or other different types of tycoons, right?
Yeah.
What about any upcoming games you guys excited for?
Well, Meadows Ranch is coming out.
It's free now.
It's free
free,
now.
so it's
I thought,
out.
I
That's-
thought they
that's
weren't
out.
making it free till July 4th.
Oh,
you-
actually, I think that's true. I think Corey's right.
Didn't they announced it on Twitter or something? Didn't they?
Oh, they did say July 4th. Just kidding.
Will be free.
It will be free.
Jeez, it would be terrible if I reviewed it and be like, "It's free," and everybody's that's actually happened to me before. I reviewed Alex Neutron's A Wheel of Fortune back when
yeah?
it was like 50 Robux to play, and I told everybody it was free, and everybody left a bunch of comments. It was like, "What are you talking about? It's not free, dude. You lie. You need to get fired. I hope you get fired."
Oh my god,
It's terrible, man. People on the internet are ruthless when they get a keyboard. I swear.
brutal.
Yeah, so I mean, Meadows Ranch is about to be out, so I don't know
I played a little bit. What about you guys?
I have not played it.
why.
What, have you played it?
Josh, I mean, yes, I have. Josh, how
Because it's
have you
50
not played it,
Robux,
Josh?
and that's really steep. 50. I just can't handle the 50 Robux.
Oh wow,
Such a liar.
Come on. You game developers pulling in six figures. I mean, what are you talking?
I think it's all right.
Well, explain what you think about it, not just like
Okay,
Give it give it 2 out of 5.
I feel like I have to be like happy about it because like the person that worked on it used to be at Roblox or whatever.
You don't have to be happy about anything, man.
I don't.
You be you.
I think the jobs were really tedious. Like it's
I agree.
literally like. Oh, so you played it too? Okay,
I have played it,
didn't
yeah.
know if you
I
played
got the pet simulator kind of feeling. Like I was caring for my animal. Sure, I definitely felt tedious. I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah.
But you need the grindy. Like WoW is grindy, right? Like there are just games that are grindy. That's what you have to do.
but it's a little bit different when you're just like clicking and doing the same exact thing over and over again.
yeah.
And you have to do that
I agree.
before you even start playing.
Yeah,
so
you
you have to
don't
have
even
that.
get
Well, what
you have to
really
have
is
that
playing?
balance.
No, because I assume that was part of the playing. Like I assume that the people who want to play that game are people who want to care for a horse. I want to wash my horse. I want to.
It might not be for like me, but
Yeah, that's
but
what I think. Is it's not for like
outside of the jobs, you literally had trails, and that was it. I think they're adding races soon,
Yeah.
which might make it actually a lot more
Yeah.
fun. I don't know how that race
I want to
system
see like
work.
horse shows where like you do maybe a dance with your horse or something.
Yeah, that would be really cool too. And then I just thought like I know they're not really tutorials, but the tutorial system's locked behind. You have to like pay.
that
to
was
unlock
actually
those.
my. Oh, you have to pay for them?
Like, well, you can use your in-game
Yeah.
currency, but like some of them are a lot more expensive.
What really bothered me was like to unlock certain actions that you can use
Yeah.
with your horse, you had to train it to do that, and that was a little bit tedious. And I thought that was a little bit overly tedious because I just wanted to sprint around every map.
Yeah.
Same here.
I unlocked a trail, and then I had to like walk around it at like really low speed.
And the
then I had
fact
to
that
do
it costs
training.
money, like, so you have to do more of the jobs. It just, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think it's gonna be one of those games that shoots up to the front page because of popularity once it releases. But I don't know how long it's gonna stay there, depending on.
I think it has a niche audience.
It
definitely
might have
does.
it might have like that RP
Yeah.
type audience, like role playing.
I think it's gonna have a solid audience. I don't think it's gonna be a massive like general hit wonder like that you like Lumber Tycoon.
Yeah, like Lumber Tycoon, which has been on the front page for over a year now, right? Pretty much.
It has not been out for over a year yet.
Okay, close enough, Josh.
I didn't start working on it until less than a month ago, a year ago.
What?
Or like
Less
about
than
a year ago.
a month and a year ago.
Wait,
Okay.
A month and a year.
Yeah, a month and a year.
Yeah, less than a month ago, and also another year added to that.
And also a year. Sorry.
But,
So there's like another game that's pretty popular is the Plaza. Did you guys play
yeah.
that?
So that
I haven't played it. No.
Yeah, I played a little bit. It's actually kind of a it's inspired by the Gmod game, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh.
Though. Huh?
Oh, what is it? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what it's called. It's something similar to the Plaza. It's like the hotel or something, where there's these mini games you can play to get more money, and then you go back to like the main area and you can like add furniture to your place
Plaza.
and stuff. Yeah, the Plaza. It might be called the Plaza on Gary's mod. I'm not actually sure, but
It's a general social game where you walk around, make money doing games, and it's like a city or like what?
yeah, you have like a
yeah,
hotel room.
it's-
I mean, Josh probably
A
knows more
hotel
about
room.
it.
That's your home.
It's more like a condo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You can,
played
like,
it. I
customize
messed
it.
around in it. I wanted to like figure out what made it tick.
Yeah.
So I spent like half an hour. I spent some Robux in it.
What is
I
there to
liked
buy?
it.
What is there to pay for?
What?
There's like a VIP thing you can pay for.
Oh,
for
I
that.
paid for. Well, first I bought some money so I could deck out my condo. Then I bought an airplane so I could fly around.
Nice.
It was hard to take off because people were piling on my wings.
That's awesome.
But no, I think it's like really well done. It's got great style.
When you walk down the streets of the game, are people just like making up roleplay conversations and stuff?
I don't think I can tell because
Yeah.
once people figured out I was there, that
Oh
became
yeah.
the focus.
Everything changes.
Josh, stop being so popular.
Yeah.
You should use like an alternate account or something when you don't want to be taken over by people.
I don't have money on alternate accounts though.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, I think another reason these games are coming popular is if you look at the YouTube space, you've got Dan the Diamond
yeah.
Minecart. He did like an
Yeah.
entire episode
gosh.
on the Plaza, and
Every game he plays, it's just
every video he makes like $50,000 because there's like 2 million people.
oh that
you know,
too. But like when he plays that game, literally after he releases the video, that game will be like #1 most popular.
exactly. And I think a lot of people here overlook that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No.
We've just never seen it in the past. We've never seen this huge pickup on YouTube
Yeah.
Right,
a lot
right.
of people
until recently.
here have been talking about it. Like they know it's happening for
Yeah.
sure. Like
Yeah.
but
Just like with Minecraft, when Minecraft came out and it completely enfeebled YouTube.
that yeah, I think YouTube definitely helped the. Actually the first time I saw Minecraft was on YouTube, so
Same
I'm sure.
here.
I'm sure. For
That's like how
Roblox,
everybody found it.
Yeah, on Roblox it's probably the same way. Like people are seeing it on YouTube and they're like, "Oh, I want that."
Well, it's cool now because, like you guys were saying earlier, when you saw a game with like 10,000 people on it,
Yeah.
like yesterday, yeah, like we're hitting that viral point where people are making YouTube videos, which are bringing more people, which are in turn making more YouTube videos.
I did want to talk about one more game that isn't out yet, but I'm not sure.
Can I finish talking about the Plaza?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, sorry.
I did have one more. I had a criticism. My big
right.
problem with it was the house building system was like too restrictive. Like there were different types of items. There were like wall items and ceiling items and floor items, and you can only put beds on the floor and like ceiling fans on the ceiling.
Did you want to make like an insane asylum with like mattresses on every single wall, or like
Yeah,
what
like
did you
I
want to
feel
do?
like
You wanted to do an upside down house.
There's no technical reason that you shouldn't be able to do that.
Actually, I completely agree with that. For a good role-play game, I think you need to have lots of elements that can be used in many different ways.
Yeah.
And so if you want
Yeah.
someone to make something creative, you need to actually allow them to have the freedom to put a bed on the wall. Because they're going to make something that actually ends up being really cool
Yeah.
that you didn't even
Right.
think of.
I mean, there's got to be some minor restrictions to kind of
Yeah, minor restrictions.
keep the fun value. Because if it was super open, like then people would get like tired of it. I feel like.
Yeah, if you guys watch the
Like I feel like I don't necessarily agree with developers imposing arbitrary, I mean not arbitrary, but these rules on how you can build stuff in building games because of the way they think it makes sense to use these assets.
I think that's how your game is actually successful, to be honest.
Yeah, you can like put your sawmill vertically or upside down and it won't work, but it doesn't matter. You're allowed to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah,
you
well,
can,
that's
you can
the
put your
restriction,
emergent
like,
gameplay.
you can put your vehicle spawners upside down on your ceiling, and then when you spawn your vehicles, they'll be upside
That's
down.
super awesome.
And that's
That's
fine.
so cool.
Yeah, like I don't see a reason to limit that, and if people want to do that, I think that's
Yeah,
cool.
as long as it's not like making it hard for people to make their house. Like it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, if you guys watched the creator show that was last week, Team K came on and they were showing like house customization.
Oh, I saw
and
that.
they were like putting a ceiling fan like on the floor and turning it into a dining room table and crazy things like that.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
they had a lamp.
Yeah,
that they
that's the
clipped
kind of
into
thing
a
I
table.
love to see.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, stuff
People
like
using
that.
stuff creatively, and yeah.
Express yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
All right.
That's a new hashtag.
Yeah.
That could be a hashtag, totally.
There's
All right, Corey, what was the game you wanted to move on to? Are you ready?
This might be a quick thing because I'm sure not many people have played it yet. Because it hasn't been released yet. Rollernauts.
That game looks so good.
Yeah, I'm sure. Have you seen the trailer?
I don't
Max?
think so.
You're
Have you not
like
seen
a
the
character on
trailer?
top of a ball that rolls around, and you're
It does
bumping
not
people
look
off?
like Roblox at all.
I think I've heard vaguely. Man, I'm not doing my
Okay,
job.
so this game is really cool. I don't think it's released yet.
It's not. No.
Who's it made by? I don't know who. Talbot showed it to me. I don't know who's working on it. Blocks 31, maybe.
Yeah, Blocks
Pneumoji.
31 is building it, and then the scripters, Shell C, I think is their username on.
Yeah.
I don't know
Chelsea.
them.
But I played a little bit of it. You played a little bit of it too.
Yeah,
Luke,
I played
right?
a lot.
Josh, have you? Played?
Yeah, I think you and I were beta testing it
Yeah,
a while
I know.
ago.
I know all three of us.
Who's
have actually-
better?
I can't even remember. Like
No, that means that Corey lost.
no. Okay. me and Josh. I think when me and Josh played it, it was like really early in development
Oh,
still.
Yeah.
I played it when it
Yeah.
was nice and polished, but still.
Yeah, well, I played it as it's
Yeah.
polished too, but pretty much it is like the first Roblox game that I've seen that
It's hard to tell it's
It does
Roblox.
not look like Roblox.
I'll have to check that out after the podcast.
People
The thing
like saw
is-
the trailer and like, oh, it's an Xbox game, not a Roblox game, and they're like,
And
no,
you see a
it
little
is a
hamburger up in
Roblox
the upper
game.
left. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. I'll have to check it.
Yeah, the trailer is amazing too.
It's a sumo style gameplay where each player is on top of a ball and you're bumping into each other to bump them off the map.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then there's like pickups and stuff. It's really
there's
fun.
powers and stuff.
Yeah. It's really engaging, but I feel like one problem they might run into is that the gameplay it feels like a mini game. It's not a full thing yet.
Right.
Yeah, it's repetitive. No, I mean it's not repetitive.
It's still
in
super
that-
fun. I feel like it'd be a great party game. It's
Yeah.
not a game that I'd
Do you
sit
know
down and play
if
for an
they're
hour.
supporting multiple gamepads?
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. So
Oh.
yeah, game.
Are
A
they?
couch
Game.
co-op game would be really cool
Yeah.
for that. It's very
We
arcadey.
haven't seen any of these yet in Roblox, have we? Multiple gamepad.
No.
No, because it's really hard to do.
I don't think it's hard to do. I just think people haven't really thought about it too much. There aren't very many arcadey games.
Ethan was working on Tiny Tanks and was trying to do 2-player last summer.
Oh yeah.
They're on Tiny Tanks. They were trying to set up a system where you could have two.
I still feel like you
gamepads
need split
plugged
screen
in.
for that.
Yeah, and I think that was the issue. They did a thing where like the camera would zoom out the further you guys were separated, but there's like performance issues and stuff. So
See, with this game, it's nice because like everything's in one view.
yeah, there's not much you have to do. It's the camera is static. It's just over
Is it
top
static?
of the.
I don't know. It might,
might
be
move
spring.
around a
It
little
might
bit.
move around a little
A
bit.
tiny bit,
Because
but,
I'll remember
I think
everything
it
about that
moved
game. It
around.
looked really nice.
Yeah, it looks great, but yeah, you got to see the trailer. Like,
I definitely
after
will.
this,
I
yeah.
will do my job after the podcast.
yeah. But I heard they're gonna be releasing in like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
2-3
Ooh.
weeks. So
It's
Nice.
super locked down at the moment. though.
yeah, and it's not even like closed beta, nothing. They're like releasing it. I don't even know if they're releasing it fully or they're doing like a beta, like paid access thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure on their
But
plans.
they're not doing. They don't have anything out yet for it. But
You know the name? Oh, Rollernauts. Yeah.
yeah, Rollernauts. It looks pretty cool. But
Get excited for that.
yeah, that'll be awesome. Hey Josh, do you want to do those Twitter questions that you tweeted about?
Absolutely. Can we take a 120 seconds? I need to pee.
120. Break.
We are back. Hello.
All right, excellent. So before the show, we pulled Twitter and asked them for questions and discussion topics. Let me scrub through my notifications and see if I can find them.
Yeah,
Do,
from
do,
what I
do,
heard,
do.
they're going to be pretty interesting.
We'll see. We'll see.
Sorry, guys. I have a rough I can't. Okay, it's done.
All right. There's one guy submitted 5 questions.
Wow.
All right,
Okay.
fire him off.
All right. This is Mustard Man, Crash RBLX. Number 1, do you think Roblox regrets removing tickets, but it's too late?
Wait, what was that first?
Do you think Roblox regrets removing tickets?
No.
But it's too late.
Next question.
No.
Yeah, we
No
don't
comment.
regret.
Yeah,
Number
I mean,
2,
there's
do
not
you-
much to it, right? Like, no, I don't think
No.
Roblox regrets anything.
I don't either. Do you wish Roblox made their game on the PS4 since more people own that over the Xbox?
You should tell what's his name again? Mustard Man. Mustard Man should check out Jack's Twitter because I think Jack teased something on there about
Oh.
something.
Are you teasing a tease?
Yeah. I don't
What
know.
does that
I don't know
mean?
what we're allowed to talk about, but he put it publicly on Twitter. That thing, that he took a picture of. So I was just gonna
All
say,
right, all right.
Look at Jack's Twitter. Roblox might have retweeted it too. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Retweeted what? If it exists, then you can say
Okay,
it.
it's a picture of a PS4 and like a hint that maybe we're gonna be developing for PS4, but I'm not. I can't confirm or deny.
Okay, number 3. What bug in Studio ticks you off the most? This is a good one.
Ooh. When a bug really takes me off, I fix
Max
it.
Max is just shrugging over here,
Yeah,
I'm not a developer.
You know, I took computer science classes for a couple of years, and I could do it. I just decided that it wasn't for me, so I chose film, and so I'm not in studio a whole lot. But I remember a whole bunch of bugs from 2007.
Oh yeah,
like, during
just name
the-
one.
During the alpha version, and it was like, Roblox has encountered an error and
It
needs
just
to
closes.
crash, and it doesn't even say
Oh, yeah.
whatever you were working on, so you'd be working on something, and then you just totally lost it. That bothered me, but that's old news, though.
That's
Yeah.
way like I haven't encountered a bug for literally a year.
In studio?
Yeah, in
Really?
studio. But what is nice is that there's the autosave now too. So if you do
Yeah.
come up with an error,
Yeah.
it autosaves every 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I think that's enabled by default.
You can make it even shorter.
Also,
to talk quicker.
sometimes a thing that's weird is it'll crash. It'll say an unexpected error has happened. Roblox needs to quit. But you can just push that window to the side, go back to the studio window, do whatever you want, save it, and then
What
let
the
it
heck?
crash.
I remember this one. I knew exactly when he started talking about it. I remember doing
Serious?
this. It's
What's the
hilarious.
point?
I don't
Something
know.
broke, but the second you hit OK, it's going to close studio.
Yeah,
So you
Yeah.
just either move to the side and
Wow.
like, say what you're doing.
You can just keep
Wow.
working, or just save it and then let it crash. and
Reopen
keep
it, yeah.
going.
I remember that.
But like actual bugs, I can't think of anything that like. There's stuff I don't like about Studio, but they aren't bugs.
I know
so-
a bug. I know a bug. Well, it's more about development. It's not really like because it's not simply Studio.
Okay.
And this one would be just the ordering of transparent objects can get out of order. So like when you look at a tree that's a bunch of like textures, sometimes the one in the back will somehow get rendered on front, or if you have different layers
Yeah.
of water. Have you guys noticed this? Or like particles,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
That bothers me the most.
And like sometimes lighting's really weird where it'll, like cut through your character, like the shadows. Like you'll be walking around like a really like sharp shadow on like a corner of like a wall on a floor, and you're walking by and you can actually see like the shadow going through your character, even though your character is completely like non-transparent. I don't know if that's an Xbox issue though. I saw it on
You mean
Xbox.
light going through your character? Or
No,
shadow.
what's
What
like
do
a
you-
shadow? I mean, I guess it's like I don't know. I can't explain it.
I
Really
don't know.
well. But
Okay.
um,
Question. Are you ready? Are you done talking about studio bugs?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 4. What is your opinion on invisible body parts?
Invisible body parts, yeah, those are cool, right? It's like a body part that you
I'm
can't
not
see it.
I'm not even sure what he's.
What is
What?
that?
What?
I don't know what he's talking about either.
The only thing I can think of is that there's like an invisible head, like the headless horseman head, but I don't know if
Oh, that could be what he's talking. Yeah, yeah. So like package. So there's other ones too where like you have like a
like
stuffed
almost
leg.
like no leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
where
the
it's like
stuffed
a
leg
bone
one.
leg that's been you float
Yep.
around. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool. I think it's a little bit frustrating to me to know that there's a bounding box, like a hit box, around something that's you visually can't see.
Yeah.
But other than that,
True.
like I think it's really cool because it allows
Yeah.
people to make really cool stuff.
There,
for the
there's
character.
not like a huge issue with it, other than the fact as long as the developer knows like to fix that issue. Unlike Except for Phantom Forces, where Phantom Forces, if you have the Headless Horseman head, you won't have a head in game, and you can actually it's actually an advantage, like a tactical
That's what
advantage.
I'm saying. So for games like that, I mean, that's always a problem.
Doesn't that game not use default characters, or does it?
It does.
I think it takes the assets.
It takes
maps
that.
them onto their own character.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it uses the default characters, but it
Okay.
uses the assets for your head anyway.
Okay. But generally, that seems like a non-problem thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
generally.
Yeah, it's not.
No comment.
Number 5. The final question from Mustard Man.
Yeah.
If you had to pay to work at Roblox, what is the most you are willing to pay?
$229. No, I'm kidding. I don't get that question
Wait,
because
230.
Yeah, I already. We all
231.
We are all working at
I'll keep
Roblox
going.
right now, and I don't think any of us had to pay to work at.
No, I mean the
He's
point.
asking if.
Well, I mean the point.
It's a weird question.
It's not relative to us because we're
Yeah.
already here, so it's like
the point of a job is to get paid,
yeah,
right?
it's the other way around.
I mean, yeah.
Don't tell
Yeah.
Roblox, but I work here for free.
I knew it. No.
What?
I work here because I enjoy it, not because I get money. No.
Dude, I like that.
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's
It's a weird question to ask. I don't know, because it's almost like...
It's hard. if I didn't work at Roblox, or I mean, I guess I don't work. I'm an intern, but like,
You work? What are you
I'm
saying?
I'm
You
working,
don't do any work?
I'm working here right now, yes. But like, if I didn't, maybe I would come up with an answer. But
It's kind of weird.
It's still weird.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that
Yeah.
one.
All right. Good work, everybody. I think Mustard Man was our VIP dude. I don't.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble finding any other actual questions. Mostly people are asking about Lumber Tycoon.
Yeah, I saw that.
How do you get a golden axe, Josh?
Yeah. When are you gonna join the Xbox to get golden or something? The golden
Great
axe.
question. Great question. Good questions all around.
Yeah. But
Is there an answer to how I get a golden axe?
okay. Well, I mean that's pretty. Mustard Man MVP. Mustard Man, you're welcome to.
Thank you, Mustard Man.
I'm
ask
sure
questions
next
again
cast.
at the next one.
No, I'm sure next cast we're going to get a bunch of questions.
Yeah, I mean, like,
this is our first
yeah,
one.
people aren't expecting,
Hopefully,
have no
hopefully.
idea what this is yet. I
Yeah.
don't think until this comes out. Then you're gonna know what it is. So, yeah, there's Mustard Man's tweets.
Are you looking at them?
Oh wait, there was a few more.
Didn't ask it.
Were there?
Did you see
Came
the
in
Raymond Shen?
There's one
Shen?
came in 6 minutes ago. Why is Roblox's username was admin before found on YouTube video? This may be fake. I don't know what that's saying.
I guess
Really?
he thought the Roblox account username was admin, but
Maybe
that's
some IDs
fake.
got
Sounds like
maybe some IDs got flopped around.
that sounds pretty like.
Does it matter?
It's just a question, I guess.
I guess.
Someone's curious. No, it's definitely fake. I'm pretty sure the Roblox account has always been Roblox. At least as long as I've been on Roblox, so.
Same.
But okay.
Cool.
I think that's all the questions,
Yeah,
Josh,
wrap it
right?
up, yeah.
Great. All right. Well, that's it, I guess. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Please.
And please, what?
Please.
Please!
I actually have no idea where I was going with that.
Please send us great questions. We
Yeah,
would love
yeah,
to
that-
hear from you, and we would love to answer from all of our very unique
Absolutely.
perspectives.
Max just read my mind. That's exactly what I was about to say, actually. No.
We're both from Georgia, so we
Yeah,
understand
see,
each
yeah,
other.
we're from the same place, so. Anyway.
Yeah, send us more questions. We'll be doing this more. As we said at the beginning, we'll maybe do one more like this, and then we'll be doing some live in-person ones where everyone will be at the same table, and that'll be lots of fun.
That'll be fun and exciting.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
That'll be great.
And then RDC ones with other exciting developers from
Yeah.
around the
Woo,
world.
RDC.
That'll be awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it. So until then, Blocktalk out.
See ya.
See ya.
Oh, yeah.
It's free. And we're done.
Awesome.
We're done.